allergies in check. So hopefully you learned a little something here, because you know we all need it since we're surrounded by the piney woods. Eric, are you breathing okay?
I'm breathing okay. Usually I don't really see much allergies, at least what I usually equate to them. My dad sees really bad allergies, but
does he? Okay.
He swears by showering at night has greatly improved his, at least, daily life when it comes to springtime.
Yeah, that is so interesting.
But then again, in East Texas has probably some of the worst pollen in the country. So I don't know what else you can do, really. I mean, it's
right.
You gotta just have that Tom Brady diet, I guess. Eating perfect foods all the time, antioxidants.
I know, you have to live the perfect life. Like we have time to do that.
And I've heard sometimes, too, if your spine is perfectly, some chiropractors swear that if you're perfectly aligned spine, your allergies go away.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not going to claim anything. But I do know is it's beautiful outside. And spring is tomorrow. Today's our last day of winter, but boy, does it not feel like winter today. Take a look at that first day of spring temp range. The extreme hottest first day of spring was back in 2017. We were in the upper 80s to welcome on in the brand new season. Normally we're in those upper 60s, but the coldest we ever were was back in 1896. We're seeing the high temp back then was upper 40s, so not feeling like spring at all to feeling like midsummer. We're going to be right in the middle, so don't worry. Spring is coming on in just fine. Maybe going to be seeing a few butterflies as well as we welcome on in the brand new day. But forecast today, last day of winter, 71 for a high. Few clouds, plenty of sun breaks, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, still just a few clouds out there, cooling on down a little bit. 47 for a low, very similar to how this morning felt. And by tomorrow, we'll be seeing a weak cold front for that first day of spring. It's going to cause an increase in cloud cover briefly and also give us a 10% chance of rain, but best rain odds are going to be off to the northeast. Maybe about a 20% chance for Longview, but don't expect accumulations. It will not ruin your day, I promise. Now, looking long term, we will be staying beautiful at least till Friday. Then we see the rain move on in Saturday and Sunday. Timing for thunderstorm development looks more late Saturday into early Sunday morning, but it's possible all day long we could at least see some rain in the vicinity on Saturday. Deep East Texas as well looking like a nice day today. Looking long term, a great week overall. You're not going to see that rain potential tomorrow hardly at all. More details on the 7-day forecast at our website, EastTexasMatters.com. Kara, back to you.
Alrighty, thank you, Eric. Now, over in sports today, we're still not sure if this will be Dirk Nowitzki's last season or not, but if it is, he's going out in major style as he just passed a huge milestone. The Mavs' future Hall of Famer needing just 4 points to pass Wilt Chamberlain for number 6 in the all-time scoring list. Dirk got the start against the Pelicans and wasted little time. That little fadeaway you just saw put him ahead of Wilt the Stilt. He finished with 8 points that game, so just enough really to make it past that record. And now he has 31,424 points in his 21-year career. Now, however, the Mavs did end up losing that game, but that doesn't even matter, okay? We're all just happy for Dirk. He seriously, totally deserves it 100%, so good for him. All right, coming up next on Fox 51 Good Day, watch out for your wallet. Why Walmart says it's slashing one of its most popular discount programs. We'll let you know about it when we return. In our Cash Cat segment today, Walmart has announced they'll be ending its popular Savings Catcher program on May 14th and will also no longer price match. Walmart says the balance of your Savings Catcher e-gift card will remain on your card until you choose to spend it, and there's also no timetable on that. They've slowly been making changes to this, if you've noticed, because your Savings Catcher, you used to be able to get the money from scanning receipts by submitting them or also through the Walmart Pay app, but now it's just going to be completely gone within just a few months. I'm bummed about that. I saved about $70 for that app. I'm not even kidding. So now I'll just have to save money elsewhere. All right, some better news. We've got some good news for Starbucks super loyal customers. The coffee giant is making changes to its membership program. Starting next month, rewards members in the United States and Canada can start collecting rewards quicker. This new system also allows customers to get different prizes for different amounts of points. There are more than 16 million members in the Starbucks program, so all of them have better chances now. Okay, for our next story, Marshmallows only Lucky Charms are back, but there is a catch with this. General Mills announcing Monday the return of its popular all marshmallow cereal after 2 years. However, you won't be finding it in the aisle at the grocery store. Customers must buy specially marked boxes of regular Lucky Charms, then enter a code online for a chance to win. If you're lucky enough, you could be one of 15,000 fans to snag a box of the limited edition cereal. So my goodness, you got to go through a lot of hoops in order to get it, but maybe it's worth it. We'll be right back.
Local, experienced, trusted. This is KETK Today.
Good morning, East Texas. Cynthia McLaughlin here with your KETK Today news break. Well, a 22-year-old man is dead after an industrial accident at the Brookshire's warehouse in Tyler on Sunday. As of now, it's unclear how Casper Holland died, but Brookshire's tells us this is the first workplace death for them in the company's 90-year history. OSHA has also confirmed that they are investigating his death. Although this is the first death at a Brookshire's facility, it's not the first workplace accident. KETK News was the first to report the results of an OSHA investigation back in 2017. In September of that year, an ammonia leak at the Tyler warehouse sent about a dozen people to the hospital with minor injuries. OSHA ended up citing Brookshire's with 8 serious violations, totaling $63,000 in fines. OSHA tells us no other information about this on-the-job death will be released until their investigation is over. Brookshire's is offering supportive services to his family and fellow employees. Well, it's now 8:27 on your Tuesday morning. Eric, I think I need to just borrow somebody's pet. Do you have one I can go take for a walk and just enjoy this weather? Seriously.
I've got a cat and I've got a kitty leash for her. So if you can drag her along, I'm sure she'd be happy to go on a walk with you. But what beautiful weather it is to be outside. We'll be seeing temps quickly warming on up eventually. High temps just around 70 degrees, give or take a couple degrees or so. Here in Tyler, should be able to hit 71 just like yesterday, but just a little bit more cloud cover. I still think that sunshine will be the dominant factor for today, so don't worry. Plenty of sun, a beautiful day to take your cat out for a walk, or more likely take your dog out for a walk. Whatever you do, it should be a beautiful day to be outside because those wind speeds staying light southeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. Don't expect them to pick up all that much either. But as we look long term, we might not be seeing this beautiful weather for much longer, but it'll be still here throughout the week. Looking ahead into Wednesday, that's when we see our next system push on down. Wednesday morning, we start off fantastic and sunny, but then we see this front push on in. Some scattered light rain possible, but it's going to be very brief, mostly in the afternoon, causing an increase in cloud cover. Then we clearing up again. Thursday is looking perfect outside. Sunny skies will be ending our week looking like a great start to spring by tomorrow.
Your East Texas Forecast First is brought to you by PetersCars.com.
Rise and shine, East Texas, and happy Tuesday. Take a look at your forecast first. We start off beautiful outside. Sunny skies, just a few clouds out there. Temps quickly warming on up. By midday, few clouds, some sun in between, no problem. And into our afternoon, just looking very nice and beautiful. More details on today's forecast and looking long-term for spring coming up later. Till then, our news starts right now.
Coming up in our next half hour, a dangerous blaze in Deer Park. The chemical plant fire is still burning this morning.
As soon as we got home, we made sure our AC was off and, kept our dog inside.
How some residents are altering their routine to protect themselves from the chemicals. And lending a helping hand. The Habitat for Humanity is doing their part to assist families in getting a new home. What you can do to become eligible.
You're watching Fox 51 Good Day.
Good morning, I'm Kara Rucker, and thank you for joining us on Fox 51 Good Day. The fire at a Deer Park chemical facility in Texas is still burning more than 24 hours later. The fire started with 2 tanks about Sunday morning, then spread to 6 tanks by Monday. Despite the black smoke pouring from the plant, officials insist that the air here is safe. They continue to monitor the air quality and will alert the public if needed. Fire officials say the blaze will continue to burn until the fuel is gone or removed from the tank. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. They're thinking it could take 2 more days until the fire is completely gone there. Shelley Childers explains how the community is dealing with the plant fire so close to their homes.
No matter how close,
I can see it out of my daughter's bedroom window. It's pretty big.
these families live to the smoke.
You could see flames whenever I saw it the first time.
The chemical fire burning at the Intercontinental Terminals Company is a hazard they say they've been mentally prepared for.
I've lived here a long time and I've kind of grown accustomed to it.
After a mandatory shelter in place Sunday,
As soon as we got home, we made sure our AC was off and, kept our dog inside.
most folks like Landon Stevenson were back to work Monday.
My dad's worked in plants my whole life, so it's kind of been this could happen.
And Sharon Barnes wasn't afraid to step outside. Are you worried about the air quality?
No, I've been in and out all morning.
She even collected debris.
They look almost like a lump of charcoal. Some of them are kind of spongy and some are bigger and more dense.
That she says landed in her driveway after the fire started Sunday morning.
I've been told that that's what xylene looks like when it burns.
We saw neighbors reading mail on the front lawn and a pool guy making his morning rounds.
I used to work in a plant, so I've been exposed to all that stuff anyway.
All this with a dark, thick, ominous-looking plume growing in the distance.
You get kind of numb to it after a while. You get to the point where you think, well, if I'm going to go, I'm going to go.
On March 18th, 1937, more than 80 years ago, New London was devastated by an explosion, killing nearly 300 students and teachers. Take a listen.
Powerful was the blast that it hurled a 1-ton slab of concrete across a driveway and demolished this car.
A natural gas leak at the town school caused the explosion. It's the deadliest school disaster in American history. The memory of the tragedy lives on in a museum still in that town. A 22-year-old man is dead after an industrial accident at the Brookshire's warehouse in Tyler on Sunday. It's unclear how Casper Holland died, but Brookshire's tells us this is the first workplace death for them in the company's 90-year history. OSHA has also confirmed that they are investigating his death. Although this is the first death at a Brookshire's facility, it's not the first workplace accident. Fox 51 News was the first to report the results of an OSHA investigation back in 2017. In September of that year, an ammonia leak at the Tyler warehouse sent about a dozen people to the hospital with minor injuries. OSHA ended up citing Brookshire's with 8 serious violations, totaling $63,000 in fines. OSHA tells us no other information about this on-the-job death will be released until the investigation is over. Brookshire's is now offering supportive services to his family and the employees there. Happening today, March Madness kicks off this week, and it seems like everyone involved is making money except for the players. Fox 51's Washington correspondent Bree Jackson reports a U.S. lawmaker has introduced a bill that would allow NCAA athletes to profit.
Big-time college sports programs attract cheering fans and bring millions of dollars to schools each year. But college athletes get nothing. No TV money, no money when their name or picture is used to sell tickets or even video games. Some lawmakers say that's not right.
I believe in free markets, and I think that's what's made America great.
Congressman Mark Walker says he's introduced a bill that would allow college athletes to earn money, not from the schools, but from outside companies.
If those folks want to go back home and work somewhere on the side to be able to have access to that likeness, they're allowed to do so.
Under current NCAA rules, student athletes can receive scholarships, but they stand to lose their eligibility if they sign endorsement deals. Walker wants to change that and provide income to star athletes and those that may never play professionally.
In theory, that sounds great.
But Lisa Delpy-Narati, sports management professor at George Washington University, says benefits should be strictly tied to education. She says adding outside money to the mix could lead to corruption, and it's certainly a distraction.
Signing autographs, doing photo shoots, commercials. These take hours.
Narati says scholarships are expensive and schools aren't getting rich on athletics.
The majority of universities are losing money.
Supporters of the bill say it provides opportunities for students, but opponents say only a small number of players would benefit. In Washington, Bree Jackson.